Hello, hello, friends and family in Pittsburgh and around the world. I'm so excited for another day of Real Estate Unfiltered, and I really appreciate all the positive comments that we receive from doing this. And I want to say a big thank you to Mia for all the hard work and putting all of this together. So, today's topic is how much does a school district affect resale of a home, appreciation of a home, and whether or not you should consider purchasing a home in a certain school district. So there's a couple different th- uh, thoughts I have on this. Now, we have several school districts that are ranked very high in this area. Uh, very high, when I say very high, like top school districts in all of Pennsylvania. And that is not an indication of what I believe are the best schools or the best schools for my children, etc. But as far as the ranking goes, so we have, for example, Hampton, Mount Lebanon, North Allegheny, Peters Township. Those tend to be some of the highest ranking school districts in all of Pennsylvania. Now, I will say that again, there's no good or bad. There's what's, in my opinion, as a mom, what's best for you and your family and your children. And so people will ask me, do I need to look at a certain area for the school district and whether or not they have children? Now, obviously, if you want to stay in that school district, that's a different story altogether. And the beauty of Pittsburgh, and I've said this for years, is that we're one of the few towns, at least hopefully it stays this way, where you can be in any school district really, and it could be affordable. I mean, if you get an apartment, you might not be able to afford the house, but you can still afford to find a place. So let's just say I forgot to mention off of the Fox Chapel School District. So Fox Chapel School District, for example, you could live in Sharpsburg and get a small apartment and be in the Fox Chapel School District. And Sharpsburg's appreciated a lot. However, I just love Pittsburgh for the affordability of any school district if that's where you want your kid to go to school or that's where they're going to go for various reasons. Okay, so let's talk again about some school district stuff. So, for example, um, like I said, some people will say, first of all, let me just backtrack for a minute here and say that all this information is online, okay? And people, especially coming here from out of town, they'll look at niche.com and it'll show you the rankings of the school, okay? NICHE. And so if people are looking at the rankings and that's what's important to them, then this is not information I'm giving based on my opinion. It's based on what information has been given online. And I don't know exactly all the time how they came up with that information, but regardless, that's what it is. So some people specifically will come from out of town, not knowing anyone, and maybe they came for a job and they just want the top school district. And that's fine. Okay. But here's the question. Do you want or need to buy a house based on the school district? Well, sure. If that's where you want your kids to go to school or that's where they go to school for various reasons. However, here's what I will say. If there's another area that you really like, but maybe the rankings aren't as high, and maybe you're happy with the school district, or maybe your kids are going to go to private school, or maybe you're not planning on having kids, then it doesn't necessarily matter. And I want to talk about what we talked about in the email about appreciation, because I like to use, for example, Lawrenceville as an analogy. And again, not putting any school district down. I went to Pittsburgh Public Schools, but it does not have the ratings such as Hampton, for example. However, we all know in this greater Pittsburgh area that Lawrenceville has appreciated tremendously. And it didn't appreciate tremendously because of the school district ranking, right? It it appreciated tremendously because of the proximity to town, the types of homes that exist, et cetera, et cetera. So what I'm getting at here is when it comes to school districts, and looking for houses just in that school district and thinking only houses in a certain school district are going to appreciate. That is a myth. That is not accurate. And so that's why we need to sit down. And I was always say, that's why you need a trusted advisor to sit down and figure out what is the best thing for you and your family, whether it's a kid family with kids or cat family, dog family, whatever that is. What is the best thing for you? And the appreciation, okay, depends on so many factors other than just school district. Does school district have a piece to do with it? Absolutely. But so do other things too. So we have to factor in a lot. But at the end of the day, it comes down to where is the right place for you? And as I said, there are areas throughout the greater Pittsburgh area, throughout the country that have appreciated tremendously, and the homes appreciate tremendously, and maybe it's not a top rated school district. So there are other factors. So let's talk about that. And so if that's something you're concerned about, am I in the right school district over, am I in the right home in the right neighborhood? You know where to find me. 412-657-3555, because it's not a cookie cutter answer. We need to actually sit down and analyze what are the best options for you and what is it that you're trying to accomplish. Well, thank you so much once again. And I can't wait for official summer to start, although I feel like it's already going too fast and it hasn't even started yet. So I hope everybody's loving this nice weather. I know I do, and I love summer break. All right. Have a great day.